I have 2 farm jobs this season. Half the week I go to Henry and Alice's pig farm, the other half to the vegetable farm run by my old friends Ethan and Sarah, both slight and dirty, elfin almost. Ethan has light hair and pink lips set against a deep tan cast by the summer sun of farm fields or the winter sun of woods where he fells trees. Not shy, but so soft-spoken that he must take on a falsely deep voice over the phone so that the person on the other end can hear him. Sarah has dark, closely trimmed bangs, the square jaw of her father, and big white teeth. Both have blue eyes that seem to refract the warm ember of sun so frequently invading them. We live together in a small yellow house surrounded by yellow flowers. Goose, a large Mancoon that can dissect a mouse leaving only a single string of intestine attached to disembodied pink nose, lives there too. The house is not on the farm, the land belonging not to Ethan or Sarah but to the Sufi commune. The farm is a 10-minute drive down the road from our home, past cornfields, cows, and the diner. We return from work stinking of fish fertilizer, our boots and collars dirt-laden. Most nights we eat rich, vegetable-filled suppers at the kitchen table before collapsing into bed. I learned to sleep through the sounds of goose crunching bones. The Sufis began their commune in the 1970s, replacing the Shakers who had come before them. Every Wednesday there is free lunch. It is either a ploy to attract more members, an act of charity, or both. The chef is a beautiful woman with wild white hair. Her current boyfriend is in a rock cover band, and I've seen her dancing to his music at the bar. She cooks meals for whoever wants to come. Her food is redolent of a health store buffet. Lentils and rice, vegetable-rich soups, cornbread, jam bars, and giant bowls of salad with homemade tahini and green goddess dressings. Mostly in attendance are people from the road associated somehow with the commune, older and moved into their own houses, given up on true communal living. The dining hall, which the Shakers constructed in 1831 for their own meals, is painted a cheery shade of yellow, bordering wide planked wooden floors. There is a framed picture on the wall of the original communards, ragged and young, with visiting Shaker sisters in dark bonnets, a shadow of the 600 believers who once lived here. By 1947, they were all gone, having let go of thousands of acres of farmland, seed and herbal tonic businesses, schools, a chair factory, and a tannery. One of the final visitors to the Shakers was Barren Rouchet, a young reporter for The New Yorker, who found a rather strange conglomeration of individuals, 6 women and 1 man, aged 60 to 92, lonely, retrospective, and gently backslidden, in an oversized boarding house. The remaining members seemed to suffer from both old age and pride. The last brother, Curtis, was found carrying a bucket of chicken feed from the barn and professed to the reporter, "Work made me well. Used to be I'd milk 20 cows and cut a cord of wood every day. Been cutting wood over 40 years and lost only 2 toes. Wasn't my fault neither time." Later, Rouchet was brought indoors by the sisters and proudly shown a 60-year-old talking parrot and a music box, amongst other accoutrements not associated with the monastic life, but perfectly acceptable as comforts to the aged and lonesome. Long after the Shakers left, fire burnt the roof off their great stone barn. Today, there are fewer and fewer Sufis left at the commune, an emptiness that carries an almost historical sense of inevitability. Others say the mountain and these lands themselves exert a kind of magnetic pull, and we are all arrived because of it. In spite of the past failings, young people still come here with communal hopes. I don't feel idealistic, belief not changing the work, the plain needs of the vegetables, the pouring of one's hours into the dirt. At first, I hid from the eccentric graying communards with their big believing eyes. I overheard some of them talking about a willow tree as if it were a person. They seem to move more slowly than the rest of the world, and with a degree of care I am unaccustomed to. Most of the commune members never remember me, due to either old age or more pressing spiritual concerns. But I got to know the cooks and carpenters, the mailroom and the herb garden grown into the shape of a pentacle. The commune, like the school up the road where we keep another field, is housed in old Shaker buildings. So many believers have already trod upon this plot of land. As on the other farms, what I feel on Mount Lebanon is the blunt power of nature, nothing more or less.